just sad, a very sad day for our city.
It's a heartbreaking scene. 2 boys and a woman were shot and killed. The alleged gunman also dead. Minneapolis police say this happened about 10 o'clock this morning on 27th and Oakland Avenue, which is about 3 blocks from Abbott Northwestern Hospital. They say it is a tragic domestic case. Reporter Alex Hagan's been following this story all day. He joins us now with the very latest. Hey, Alex.
Hi, Chris. Very sad story indeed. Well, 2 hours after finding those boys, police say they entered a home here on Oakland Avenue here in South Minneapolis, and that's where they found a woman and a man who police say is the suspected gunman, both dead inside that home. And we spoke with a lot of witnesses and neighbors who live on this block, and they recalled a horrific scene. One in particular who lives on this block says he heard the kids screaming, he saw those kids, and all of a sudden a man started shooting. Now, officers, when they arrived, they moved those boys into a nearby squad car before they were pronounced dead. Minneapolis police spokesperson John Eller says officers also heard gunshots inside the home where the suspect was believed to have been at the time. SWAT and negotiators attempted to make contact with the suspected gunman, but were unable to. Now, the bomb squad was also brought in using a device to get a visual inside the home without risking officer safety. At around 2 this afternoon, police entered the home to find that woman and the man who police say is the suspected gunman, both dead. Now, several homes were also evacuated on this block. Those neighbors that we were talking to, they were evacuated throughout the whole entire day. They have since been returned to their home. Now, we're told officers also will stay on scene here as they continue their investigation. Now, police weren't able to release the relationship between the suspected gunman and that woman and those 2 boys, though again, this does appear to be domestic related. Chris?
Yeah, Alex, I was listening to the press conference that you guys were streaming online, and this is a horrible one for people to take in, but it sounded like the medical examiner rules something a homicide, but they were confident to say this is a triple homicide and a suicide. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that is accurate. We're still waiting for more information from the medical examiner's office. We should know more within the coming hours and days.
Okay. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. Wow. Well, stay with KARE 11 News on TV and online for continuing coverage. We also update you during this newscast with any information that we happen to get about this case.